Hello, hello. Welcome back to another video, and if you're new, welcome. So today I want to do like an ocean themed set of nails. I'm just going to be using a bunch of different things, just some ideas that I had. I see ocean nails all the time and I think they're really pretty, and I just wanted to do something, maybe it's not even a little different, but for me I guess it is. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started, and as I go through I'm going to show you what I'm using, and I will try to remember to leave everything in the description box, so if there's something that you like you can hopefully order it. And yeah, so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hope you enjoy. All right, so I'm using full covered tips for this design because when I get finished with this, I'm going to put it on my practice hand Jessica because I want to see how they look. But yeah, so that's the idea anyways. So I'm going to be using, let's see here. I'm going to be using Born Pretties. This is a Moonlight Cat Magnetic Cat Eye polish. And I'm going to put this on 3 of them. And then the other 2 will be black. So these tips are not prepped. I just filed off the little nubbies on the very tips, but that's about it. So if you were actually doing these on somebody, you already know that you would have to scuff them and prime them and all that fun stuff in order to get everything to stick. But these aren't going on anybody. Okay, I may have to do 2 coats of this. So with it being a cat eye, I usually, what I will do is get the polish on and go ahead and do the magnetic effect with it, and then I just pop it in the lamp for about 10 seconds. And then when they're all done and ready to go, I'll cure all of them for 60. Okay, so I'm just going to put this one in the lamp for 10. And like I said, I'll do 2 coats just to make sure everything is covered. And you can see it. I have a client coming in next week for ocean nails, and she sent a really pretty picture. It's a whole different design, but that's kind of what gave me the idea for this video. So what we're doing here is not anything that she asked for. In fact, I had to order foils for it. I'm excited to do it. I think they'll be pretty. Okay, and then like I said, we're gonna throw it around. Pop this in for 10. Okay. And then, wait, no. So I'm going to do 3 with the cat eye and 2 black. I could do them all with cat eye, but I think it would be a waste because 2 of them I'm going to be using chrome on top and you won't be able to see the cat eye. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one out. Hold on here. Okay, so I just went ahead and I finished those. I went ahead and cured them for 60 seconds. I'm going to put a second coat on now, and then I'm just going to repeat that. And then the other 2 I'm going to put black on, like I said, because we're going to be putting chrome. So I'm just going to pop these all in. some fuzzies in this one, driving me nuts. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pop that one in. Just for 10. Just want to flash cure that real quick, so the little particles don't float all over the place. Okay. And then these are going to have a jelly color on top. Do those for 10. So you could probably use any cat eye you want for whatever colors you're using. This is just what I'm choosing to use right now. Okay. So I'm going to pop this one in for 10. And then I'm going to be, let's see, I'm going to use Born Pretties. This is Hema free. This is a black. I just purchased this one and I haven't used it yet. Oh, look at that. Very pretty. And it's Hema free. So I just want one thin coat just to put that chrome over. Okay, and then these are all going to go in for 60 seconds. Just trying to get any excess off. I love black, but boy, it will definitely tell on you if you've got too much on there. Okay, so hopefully those will be fine. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put these in the lamp for a full 60. And then I'm going to come back and I will do the designs. All right, so these are cured. What I've learned with chrome, I like it really, really shiny. So in order for that to happen, can't talk today. I'm going to use a no wipe top coat, and this is Nail Couture's shiny top coat, and this is, I use this quite a bit. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and put this on. And I'm not going to cure it for the full 60. I'm like 20 seconds. So I'm going to do both of those at the same time in the lamp. Okay, so I'm just 20 seconds. Okay, and then on these three, I've got, let's see here, just some jelly colors that I thought would be pretty. Okay, let's do this real quick. I'm going to push those out of the way. Chrome can be messy, and I probably should have done it last, but here I am. Okay, so with these two chromes, I'm going to put a matte top coat on top of them, so that way when I do the design, it will just pop. Look at that blue. So as far as the chromes go, I have so many different chromes, I could not even tell you where all I've gotten them. I know Amazon has them. I have purchased quite a few off of Amazon. Okay, and then I'm just going to go over it to get any excess chrome off. Okay. And then this one here, I was trying to pick out colors that I thought would match best with the jelly colors that I have. Try not to mix anything. And as you can tell, a little goes a long, long way. Okay. So those two are good to go. And I'm going to be using, this is Born Pretty's matte top coat. I purchased this off of Amazon. I have used it a few times and it does work well. Okay. So these are both going to go in the lamp and they're going to cure for 60 seconds. And I'm going to clean up this chrome real quick. Just checking the brush to make sure I don't have any powder on that. Okay, 60 seconds. Okay, oh my goodness, those turned out really pretty. Those chromes are amazing. So the thumb, let's see here. I'm going to be using, this is JN45. This is a jelly color from Born Pretty. And this one is JN43. And these are going to go on top of the cat eyes. Just a really thin coat because I want them to show the cat eye underneath. And then these are going to cure for 60 seconds. So I'm just going to try and get the excess off. And the thumb, I'm going to try and ombre that one with the two colors. I think that would be really pretty. And let's see here, we're going to do, so this is JN45. I'm trying I want one coat, just one, because like I said, I want that cat eye to peek through. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and cure those because this one's going to take a second. So this one, like I said, I want to ombre it. Coming through. There is a hair. Oh my gosh. These stupid fuzzies. Okay. Okay, I think that will be fine because like I said, I don't want to put too many coats on. All right, and these two are done. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cure this one for a full 60. Okay. And then what I'm going to use is kind of a milky white, and it is from Nail Couture. And it's BB36. They have some really, really pretty colors. Okay. There are a couple of fuzzies in these nails and they are driving me nuts, and the only thing that's keeping me sane is the fact that I'm going to be doing different things on them, so hopefully it doesn't show. So again, a thin, 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 thin coat. And with these two, I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to have to let them sit for a little while so I can get the blooming effect that I'm looking for. And then I'm going to use Fun Gel. I need to clean that off. So this is by Nail Couture. This is it's a blooming gel. You can use a base coat as well. Any kind of blooming gel. Anything that you know, whatever your favorite one is. I think a lot of them are pretty much the same. So I'm just going to put this on a palette. I don't want to contaminate the brush with the milky white. Okay, and then I'm just going to use a dotting tool. Yeah, it's going to take a minute. And then, so there's a couple different ways that you can do this. You can use the blooming gel, sometimes alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol. These bubbles are gonna be the death of me. I need to add just a little more. Almost wondering if I should have used a darker white, but I didn't want it to like completely cover. It's starting to bloom. Okay, so I think maybe with the other one we will use a darker, a little bit of a darker white. I mean, it's working. It's not giving me the full effect though that I was hoping for. I'm going to try something here. Like I said, sometimes alcohol. Actually, I just put blooming gel on, so I don't know. Nope. Yeah, we'll use a darker white. So I'm going to let this one sit, and hopefully it will just keep blooming. Okay. And the stem is done. Okay, so let's find so this one is also kind of a milky white. It's BB34. It's by Nail Couture. It is, I think this one's a little darker. So we're going to see if we can do it that way. And then, let's see here. That dotting tool is taking forever. I'm going to try and get plenty on here. I have to use this for the thumb as well. Okay, let's give this another shot. I'm going to use something just a little bit bigger. Just kind of looking for that water effect. Okay, and then we're gonna let, like I said, I'm just gonna let these sit and continue to bloom, hopefully. So that was a whole lot quicker. Okay, so we'll let that one sit. Okay, and then I'm gonna clean this up real quick. All right, on these two, I'm gonna be using, this is Born Pretty's 5-in-1 glue gel. It's a no wipe top coat, as well as if you wanna make any kind of embossed designs or hold glitter, like I'm gonna be doing here in a minute. So I grabbed two different glitters that I thought would be pretty. So I'm going to put this one on the dark blue one, and then this one's going to go on the teal. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take just a smidge, and I just want to put it up towards the top or the cuticle area. Okay, I'm just going to move this out of the way so I don't get glitter in it. And then I'm just going to stick that in the lamp and wait to be cured. I use isopropyl alcohol to clean my brushes. It's what works best for me. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one, only with, whoops, the white iridescent kind of colors. So this is just a really super simple set. Like I said, I just wanted something a little different. For the ocean nails. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get these two cured. I'm going to do a full 60 on this one, or those two I should say. I'm going to clean this up. Okay, so these are cured. And then, so I'm going to use the 5-in-1 still. And I have not perfected these by any means, so we shall see how they work out for me. So I'm just trying to make sure I have plenty on my brush. I have seen easier ways to do these. And maybe I should do that. Okay, so the good thing about this is it doesn't cure until, well, it doesn't set up until you cure it, I should say. So I'm going to get 3 little dots here. And just kind of pull things up. And it's running. Okay. So yeah, this is definitely something that I need to practice. So let's redo that. Try it again. I've tried them before and they just, for some reason, I cannot wrap my brain around it. And luckily I don't have any clients that ask for it because we'd be here all day. Let's see here. There's got to be an easier way. I've seen it done. Should we try this? Maybe I'm just a little too ambitious here. So I know someone out there is going to say this isn't the way, and that's fine. Let me know what is the way. No. Oh my goodness sakes. I'm almost thinking something different. Okay, hold on. If you're still with me, thank you. Oh my goodness. I've got a number of 3D gel tubes, I guess you could call them. Okay, hold on. I'm going to put this away and find those. All right, so this is a nail glue. This one I think I got off of Temu. if this doesn't work, I might just call it good, put a top coat on, and be done, because this is frustrating for me and probably for you to watch. So could put like a pearl or something at the top. Or something. Just making a mess. In fact, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just put, I tested it on something just to see. So I'm going to pop this in really quick for 60 seconds. It's all starting to ooze together. So maybe this one will turn out a little better. Let's see here. All right, so this isn't too awful bad using it wise. Like I said, I'm gonna need some practice, but it's kind of how we all learn, right? I do like that. Okay, hold on here. So I'm gonna get this one in for 60 seconds. Okay, and I had some stuff set aside. So let's, what do I want to do? So I've thought about using these. They look like little water droplets. They're really pretty. So I'm thinking maybe a little light one. I think. So let's just kind of go up in here, put a little bit more of this. Okay, and then I'm still going to top coat as well. Just kind of finish it off with that. So, yep, that's a little messy, but I need a lot of practice on that. Okay, this one turned out a little bit better. I'm going to go ahead and put this in. I'm going to cure that one for 60 seconds, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to top coat it. And what I want to try and do is, I like that. I'm just going to leave that as is. I want to figure out how to do, yeah, better designs. Okay, so on this one, I'm going to leave that alone. And then this guy here, I've used up a ton of time, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put a matte top coat on this. I'm going to set some time aside to really figure out how to do those designs. I love it when I watch videos and people just, they are flawless. They just put it on there. It's no big deal. I'm over here looking like I broke my arm. I am liking these though, so there's that, I guess. Okay, I'm going to do that one for 60 seconds, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do one more thing to that little guy. All right, so on these two, actually they all need to be top coated, to be honest with you. And I'm wondering, I'm thinking I want to do, I don't know what I want to do. Okay, we'll just keep them shiny. But on these here, I want to keep the matte that's underneath them. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to cover all the glitter. That little charm is going to get covered. Okay. And I'm only going to top coat where I put the glue. Okay, hold on, I gotta clean. Okay. Again, if you're with me still, thank you. I can just imagine the comments that are gonna come. Oh well. Okay, so just gonna coat those little lines. Okay, and the glitter. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pop this one in. I'm just gonna kind of like a flash cure real quick. I don't need any more stuff running. Okay, these here, I think, oh my goodness, I'm struggling. I'm gonna go ahead and do something real quick. Come on. So being that one did not turn out very well, let's go ahead and we're going to put just a few of these down. Okay. Just for fun. And I think I'll leave the other blue one alone because that one, I mean, it didn't do too bad. I think it did better at the blooming. So then I'm going to put this one in for just a quick flash cure as well, along with that other one, because these are going to run. Okay. And then this one. Okay, let's see here. And then this one, yeah, we'll just leave it. I'll leave it alone. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on here. Okay, I'm trying really hard not to get frustrated. Have you ever done a video and you just go, oh my gosh, this is nothing but a mess, and you're just going, nope, I'm not gonna post it, I'm not gonna do anything, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post this even though it's a hot mess and it is just a disaster. And it's what I have in my head does not necessarily always work out the way I want it to on nails. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and this one, I guess I think I said I was going to add glitter to it, and that's what I'm going to do. So I went ahead and I used the Born Pretty 5-in-1. Okay, and then I am going to go ahead and add some of this glitter. And the way things are going, I'm just going to move that over there because I don't need everything in it. So I guess when I said ocean, I was kind of, I mean, I had an idea in my head. It's just more of the colors that you see in the ocean, I guess you could say. And that's what I was going for. I do have some stickers and such, but I am not going to put any of those on there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cure that one for 60. Okay, now this one, I do not know what in the world I did. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to add a little bit of glitter to this. I went ahead and I put, it's got the blooming gel and everything, and then the top coat, and somehow I messed up on that and it smeared a little, so I don't know. So instead of redoing it, we're just going to work with the mess we have. And I'm going to add a little bit of glitter. Because if you know me, everything has glitter. Almost everything. All right, so we're going to call that one good. This is going to go in the lamp as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get those done. Okay, I'm going to clean this up a little bit. I'm going to come back and put a top coat on those other two and then be done with this. I hope. Okay. I can't even say that this video started off on the right foot, but anyways, here we are. We finished it. I am just hoping that this is not kind of like, this isn't how the week is going to go. Honest to goodness, I am so sorry. This is something I should have practiced prior to doing it. Sometimes things look a little easier than they are. And even as a professional nail tech, yes, we make mistakes. So anyways, these are what I came up with. These are the colors. The designs didn't turn out exactly as I had planned, but anyways, if you are still with me, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back again shortly with another one. Cheers.